Hi there and welcome back to the channel. So I'm really quickly adding, I think, one more harmony. This is the last one. It's on Got No Reason. It's Got No Reason! It's really high over the You Got No Reason. And I'm going to just do this really quickly and then I'm moving on to guitar. So I don't even know if I'll do it tonight, but I just wanted to capture this real quick. And I'll just put the two things together because I think that will wrap this tune besides, ultimately mixing and mastering it. Okay, so I've got a mark here. And it's Got No Reason twice. Got no reason! Got no reason! I heard a little glitch in my throat, but the pitch is fine. It was just a little noise that, like, I didn't hit it clean at the beginning. I think that'll give it one more little taste, of something cool. Here we go. Got no reason! Got no reason! Okay, the next one. I didn't make it, I guess I did make a mark. Sorry, just trying. Now I'm hearing that, like I just heard the playback of the next one without it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I'm adding this. Here we go. Happened too fast. Got no reason! Got no reason! I'll make sure that one's okay. Good. All right. Last one. I love the harmony from yesterday. I rarely come up with an idea that I like that much and continue to like it like the next day. Sorry. Okay, and I'm still in the same, everything's the same from yesterday and all along, in case somebody's picking it up for the first time. It's the first mic setting, it's mic pre-00. It's called record comp, which I'm assuming means compression. Because there's a decent amount of compression on it, but for vocals, that's the one place I don't mind compressing. I don't like compressing pretty much anything else too much going in besides the vocal and the snare and the bass drum. If you don't do it correctly, you got to really squeeze it or it'll, Okay, here we go. Got no reason! Got no reason! See if that worked. I had to shoot up fast to get it. Okay, so let's hear those Got No Reasons. There's 3 of them. Got no reasons. Got no reason. It's funny how you use incorrect grammar in a song if it's going to have more impact. You have no, or you add the helping adjective. You have no reason instead of got no reason. You have. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I'll go back to the first mark. I always say this, thank you to Paul Knowles. It's one of my favorite features on the Zoom that I learned from a friend on the channel. Like, that's what's neat. Okay. Hopefully this won't be too loud. Got no reason. Got no reason. No drink. Okay, that was loud. I'll turn it down so it doesn't sound so overbearing. Got no reason. Got no reason. No drink. No smoke. Let me just make sure that one's okay, because these are easy to do, and they're kind of be low in the mix, so I just want to make sure it doesn't have a that's when you get high up like that, you have a tendency to squeak a little, crack, you know, especially on the first notes coming in. Always kind of like amp up when you, ramp up if you can to avoid the initial squeak or the initial honk. A perfect example is what happened to Simon Le Bon at Live Aid. Live Aid's anniversary was last Friday, I think, and he did a squeaker. I think it was on View to a Kill. There's the song they did for the James Bond film. He squeaked. Oh, it could have been Reflex. I can't remember, but he squeaked real bad because, you know, when you're trying to hit that first note and coming in hard. Next one. Next one. Okay, I think that adds a nice little touch. Now, what I'm going to do is quickly take that track, which was on another track. I just okay, so I had one called Vocal Harmonies. I just swapped it to one. It was in 3, and I recorded that bit because he didn't step on any of the other stuff I've already recorded on that track, hopefully. And then, but I listened to make sure it wasn't going to step on anything before I hit record. I think that harmony was sitting in the middle 8 section, the 2 middle 8 sections. It was Hallelujah, if I remember correctly, because this song's been a while. But I'm really glad I revisited it. Thank you to the last song, The Lover, which taught me a lot of new stuff. Able to apply it to this tune, which was just feeling a little unfinished when I went back and listened to it after finishing the other one. And I'm learning new things to play on guitar thanks to Anthony over at Texas Blues Alley, digging through all that work and trying to find these riffs and licks that I can basically copy, transform into my own, you know, and then try to build a song around it. That's the tricky part. You can play those licks for days, but if you can't come up with a melody and then take it somewhere and then come back to it, you know, there's nothing you can do with it except just jam the riff. That's the tricky part, is bouncing off the riff into a whole new song. Okay, so I'm going to go into the Audacity. All I'll be doing is classic filters at 20 hertz, and that's as low as I'm cutting it. And I might boost it if it's not loud enough, but I don't think so because that doesn't need to be loud. I was already pulling it down here. So yeah, that's it. I'll clean up the spaces, you know, where the mic is hot. So that you don't hear, just to cut I'm always trying to reduce noise at every step so that when we put all the ingredients in, we don't have extra noise and our signal to noise ratio starts heading towards more noise than signal. Alright, so now turn this off, do my quick Audacity thing, set it for guitar, and hopefully start tracking. It's only 9:20 and I can stay here, you know, a couple more hours if I need to, at least another hour, and try to get that done. So part 2. Okay, now I'm set up for the recording of guitar. Now, what I've got going here is a microphone, a ribbon mic, no phantom power, because you're not really supposed, I think some people know how to do it, but generally speaking, you don't want to run phantom power on your ribbon mics or it'll burn up the ribbon, potentially. Especially when you're hot plugging, that's when you really zap them. So, no phantom power, but I am taking it to the rain and then coming into the zoom here in the first channel. Now, really easy, no need to think about effects because I'm coming in dry with 0 effects. So it's just on the effect button, you're going to have it in the off position, and you got to make sure that you have your master fader at 100 unity gain, or you'll have weak output on your input. All right, so used my trusty microphone thing here. Shoot, I need to move this forward a tad, right there. Okay, it's 8 inches that I usually measure it out from the cabs, and if I'm doing 2, I'll make sure they're both the same so there's no phase cancellation. I'm only using one mic because more than likely this little part will be panned hard to the left probably, so it doesn't interfere with the vocal. I've already played it enough with the vocal to say that it's not going to mess with it, and I think as long as it's kind of panned, they're going to kind of work together. It's going to be cool. And it's not anything difficult. It's like It's more like sound than like super playing. If I was a little better, I would go off right here. But I'm literally like, each song I'm learning like new things to play on the guitar. I go to Anthony's site, Texas Blues Alley. I pay, to be there. And just been studying so hard. And it takes a while, to figure it all out. So I'll learn one and then try to build a song around it. That's what I've been doing. And I've got a new one coming. Just got to get it to, get to the finish line. And then I'll be ready to debut that one. It has a similar feel to the past few. This one, Here I Am, this last one I did, The Lever. They all have kind of that style. And I think I would like to stay in that style and make the record make sense instead of having a bunch of disparate, sounds and influences all over the place. Kind of did that on the last one, but the last one was recorded and performed in such a way that it was like a Joan Jett record, like Cheap Trick, Ramones, like real simple basic, basically because I'm real simple basic on guitar, but I'm trying to push that, and eventually, each record the guitar playing will get better, the ideas will get better. Okay, so it's like this thing here. I'm going to do this pre-bent move. Been up enough. Undo, return. So I've got 2 marks. One, for the first one because you do this twice, and I'll change it a little bit. The last bit, the first one. The second one. Okay, that was one all the way through, but poorly executed. But you get the idea now of what I'm kind of trying to do, just to give some more action right there, make it more interesting for the listener. Because when you're going to write a song, here's an idea, make it interesting for the listener. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles reference. It is important. I mean, not that you need to make music for other people, absolutely not. But if you want to make music that people listen to, you kind of have to tap into like how they would receive it, I did that. Wiggled that one wrong. Okay, let's just hear that. I had a couple of moments of weirdness, but when you hear it back, okay, I think that's the digital watch. Hold on, let me remove that from the premises. I'm going to just undo it for sure then if that stupid noise is still going off. It's my watch and my camera bag. I'm going to move it to the car. Here it's like crazy. Strap pickup. So weird. Hold on 1 second. I don't like shielding, but I don't like that even less, or even more. Okay. It's going to get loud again. Alright, so I'm going to go back to that mark, and I'm simplifying the part, really simple. Only, it's not, there's not like tons of stuff to do right here because you don't want to mess it up, make it too busy, but the vocal, I don't want to step on it too much and like create havoc and then have to pan it, you know, and worry about it clashing. So I'm just trying not to step on it. I've turned up the vocal in here, and I'm making sure I'm kind of like augmenting it, not fighting with it. Here we go. I think I can do better than that, so let me get rid of that. The second bend needs to be, and I didn't simplify it as much as I said I was going to. I got kind of into the riff. I've already done that riff on another song anyway. Or that lick, not a riff, lick, little moment, you know. I wanted it to sound like guys hollering in the background, but I didn't do two voices because when I tried to, it got smooth. It sounded like double tracked, which I did not want that for that. I want it to sound raucous, not like slick and smooth. Okay, I'm going to do that and just do it again. Back. Now make sure to turn off the red light. And right now that stupid noise isn't happening, so let's just hope that the guitar doesn't pick it up again. I'm gonna have to do something about that because that's irritating. Like the next song I do, I need this thing to just be ready to rock. No oscillating BS. The next time I take the pick guard off, I'll change the strings. Like probably in the next, I'll just go ahead and do it. After I've worked up this tune, I'll change the strings, take the pick guard off, move those wires around, you know, maybe resolder, you know, heat up the solder joints, make sure everything's good, put it back down. If it still does it, then I'll take it in, but maybe that will, you know, get it done. And I won't make a video so somebody says I'm a hack or whatever, because, yeah, I'm a hack, that's the whole point. Well, hacks can do it too, you know. You don't have to go to Luthier or electronics school to learn how to heat up a freaking solder. All that is like people trying to hold you down, like stop you from doing things. Don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. Why not? Maybe I didn't do it right this time, but I'll keep doing it. Okay. I think it's late. Yeah, I feels a little late. So undo, back, rearm. That goes that way so we don't make that terrible noise. Okay, I'm going to be able to knock this out quick. I can feel it. No more horsing around. Okay, wait, there's a challenge. Thinking about it too much now. I think that one's better. I sure hope so. But see why I check it in between. He's thinking that it's good and ready to move on, and it just isn't good. And you hear that later when you come back, and you're like, "Oh man, thought I was." Make sure that's okay. Okay, I'm happy. Pull this, arm this, go to the next mark. Do it again with, I'm going to do a slight variation on hardly any of it but the end. And hopefully we can just nail this baby. That doesn't sound nice. Nail this part. Probably should have checked tuning, but I'm going to risk it. I know that sucked. That one part, the make sure that matches with the vocal. The guitar works, so it's a matter of is it the vocal that's goofing it, and if that's the case, I can just re-sing those. Might be flat on one of those anyway. So this will give me time to just listen to this part. I think it's okay. Let me just hear that last one back again. I might cut the, okay, so watch this. Yeah, what I'll do is cut out the first, watch, I'll do it again. I don't know if I'm killing all the vocals, so you might still hear it, but you'll get the idea. Watch this. Stop. Sorry. I bet I'll be re-singing all that. I'll do that tomorrow. All right, next time. Okay, one last thing before I go. I panned that guitar. I haven't cleaned it up yet, but I panned it super hard to the left, all the way 100 to 100. And I don't think it clashes anymore. I don't want to overthink it. And I'm tired of singing. I don't want to have to fix those all the background stuff, the last vocal. I mean, I will if I need to, but I'm trying not to obsess so much. And I want to just be done with this. I'm just kind of tired of it. I want to move to the next song. And this is even an older song that I didn't feel like coming back to, but I am glad I did. It's well worth it. The song deserved, a little extra treatment. Okay, so now listen to this one with it panned. You'll see. It's not perfect or anything, but I think it works. It's not like pitch isn't fighting. The part isn't fighting with what I did vocally. That's a really cool trick. Always keep that in mind because sometimes you'll build a song, with music, and then when you get the vocal on there, like, whoops, I didn't think about the way the vocal was going to sound on top of that riff. Or you try to write a solo or a part, and there's already some kind of vamping going on. They clash. And I found the trick, the secret little magical trick is just to pan it hard left or right. For some reason I keep doing it on the left with the guitar. Maybe it's because on Van Halen records, Eddie's all the way to the left, Michael's in the, David Lee Roth in the middle, obviously, and then Michael Anthony's to the right. I could be wrong about that because I don't know if bass even orientates. Like no matter what you do with bass, it always sounds like it's in the center. But I know that Eddie on those early ones was panned hard to one side, and it's really a cool effect. It helps, like it doesn't fight, because he's a vampy vocalist, always doing stuff. He's doing his own kind of lead guitar with his voice, and then he's doing scat singing and everything, and he's doing all the extra amazing stuff he did. So they could clash, but when you have them off to one side, it doesn't seem to clash as much, and it creates this like a mono separation that you get when you listen to mono. Even though we're talking about panning, I don't know why it gives it more like slam. You listen to Beatles records, everything's like panned all crazy because they only had 4 tracks. Next time.